Here we are.
We are live. Good morning, Facebook fans. And we have fans. Do we have fans? If we have fans, give us a thumbs up in the comments. So that would be nice to see. So if we have fans out there, regular viewers, give us a thumbs up in comments so that we know that you are out there. And it would be great to know that we have been doing this for almost 2 years now, that maybe we do have a fan base and people are watching us. The whole goal of Wake Up with Toastmasters is to promote our D115 and to potentially get new members. So if you don't know who I am Jennifer Smith, the district's public relations manager, and we have my co-host, Gene Bradford. And
It's been so long you forgot me.
yeah, and he is my co-host, and he's also uh, maybe a host as well. He's been doing this and I don't want to say it, the original, going back from the Super Bowl, like he's the OG of our Wake Up with Toastmasters. He and his partner, Gene Williams, came up with this amazing little show for the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I have thoroughly enjoyed myself being a host and also as a guest when we first started the process. So if anybody out there who is a Toastmaster, new, old, seasoned, young, however, want to come on our show and just talk about your journey with Toastmasters, please let us know. You can reach out to our club growth director, Ken Richardson, and his email address. I have a banner today. Yay! His email address is up on our banner. And just say, hey, I would like to share my experience with Toastmasters with you. And we would be glad to have you on the show. That was the whole purpose of the show, is to have guests. And I know that it seems, I think we talked about this before, that our Toastmasters are a lot of introverts and are a little shy on coming on. But I will tell you one thing, that contest season is amongst us, and I am super duper excited about it. And that is what our show is going to be about today, is why we are excited about contest season. We've talked about in the past uh, our favorite contest, our favorite contest and why, and some of the international winners of the world champion of public speaking, and why we thought it was important. And this is a big part of our Toastmasters, is that we have worked so hard all year long that we want to showcase what we have learned, how we can demonstrate it. And so now it is contest season. Yay! So our first area, so we're going to do our contest by area. Clubs, let's go back. Clubs, area, division, and then the final is director or district. So we are excited that our clubs are out there practicing and getting the feedback. We talked about evaluations and feedback, and how we give that as a Toastmasters, and especially to our speakers or those who volunteer to speak. And it's very important because of the fact that this speaker that we are encouraging and giving positive feedback and saying, can you tweak it just a little bit, could be our world champion, our next world champion of public speaking. Don't you think, Gene?
Absolutely. There is so many people who are vying for this spot to be on the world stage, and it springboards them into a career of public speaking, even if you're just in the top three. Most of
Yeah.
the top three go to work at jobs that are all about speaking.
Yes, and it's crazy to think that if you can stand up in front of people and perform and give an amazing presentation, because it's all about presentation, it's presentation in your content. And if you can stand up and do that in front of your peers, then your judges, and then the world, what we call the Toastmasters International World stage, then you are catapult is the word to be able to take on a whole new career. So as we talk about Toastmasters and the communication and public speaking and leadership, this right here is our most exciting part because it is what we've actually worked on to do. I can't I can't compete, but I'm hoping in 10 years I'll be 66. Holy moly. And I'll be up on the world stage trying to change my life.
In 10 years, I'll be going, I think that lady looks familiar. Is that. That that looks a lot like Jennifer Smith. Wait, I think that is Jennifer Smith. Now, who am I?
And we laugh because we are part of, well, I'm part of the district leadership team, and I can't compete. And so there's different stages that we're going up, and it probably will be a good 10 years before I can compete again. But when I compete again, I will definitely place. So that is for sure. So,
I see you have a career path outlined for 10 years.
yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I think somebody laid it out there for me. So,
And I'll be the little peon down at the bottom of the stage going, "You remember me, Jennifer? You remember me?" Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I think Jean put in the heading today, like why we're excited about contest season or what to expect about contest season. And I plan to be at every single one with the exception of, I think, the 12th. So what I was thinking, and I haven't even ran it by Ken and Jean Williams, is that I know originally when we started off our second season of Wake Up with Toastmasters that we wanted our roving reporter. So do expect us to be live with Wake Up with Toastmasters because we will show you what contest season is all about. And I'll give you some parts, and maybe Jean can actually help me because I think I've only been to two contests live. But the first thing that's going to happen is that you're going to come in, and we're not going to start immediately, but you will. And guests are welcome. It's not just Toastmasters. This is why we're really excited, is because we're trying to get the word out there that, you know what, it's contest season. This is a great way to be introduced to Toastmasters. Jean Dunford was introduced to Toastmasters by a contest.
My first time at Toastmasters was at a contest.
Yeah. So, it's something that you will be able to see why we do this. And then you get to see, even though we always have fun, but you get to see the funner side of us because we will also have amazing Toastmasters who will MC the meeting or the contest. And they are usually entertaining and humorous. And so you will get to see the fun side of us. There are also going to be raffles, and we do a really good job at donating for raffle prizes, whether it's baskets or pasta or wine baskets or what else, spa baskets. So to bid on. So it's going to be a lot of fun with that.
I got tickets to a shooting range once.
Oh, look at that.
Hey, I would give a shout out to Carol Wayman. She's online with us, and she said you don't even have to win or be in the top 3 to launch his public speaking career. She gave us a little bit of information about Samantha Smith, who made it to the 2021 semifinals and is now a public speaker, getting paid as a public speaker. So
good job, Samantha.
Yeah, good job.
And thank you, Carol, for telling us. Carol's been on our show before, hasn't she?
Yeah. Yes, she has. I believe so.
We need to get Carol and Paul the Mahoney together and be on our show. So whether it's with you, Jean, or Ken, or me, Ken and Phyllis, Carol, while you're watching, I think you need to put in a little spot of when you would like to come visit us again. So I think when you visit us, you had a reason to promote, I think was why she came on. She was promoting an event, I think. My brain goes way back. So
I can't remember yesterday, so I don't know.
so anyway, Carol, make sure you try to get on the calendar. So but yeah, so thank you for that. And then so we did the raffles, and then we go through the event of doing our evaluation contest, right? And then we will have the international contest. And this is at our area meetings, our area contest. So the flyer will go out. Uh, I'm trying to get it out. Sorry, there's so much information that I need to put in little squares. So hopefully it'll be out by tomorrow so that you can plan your weekends. But let me tell you that when you're planning your weekends, it is every Saturday basically for March and April. And then we take a break. And then come May, we have our actual district conference. So, and we are hoping that all of the areas are streaming their contest as well so that everybody can see it. I do wish that we were hybrid as well, but I think that's another story. But we will stream it from the areas and from Wake Up with Toastmasters. So if you don't see it on the areas, you will see it on Wake Up with Toastmasters. I am pretty sure I can make that happen. So super excited about that.
Carol was on promoting her her meeting, Lambda Linguist.
Yes, yes. Yeah. All right, her club. So that's right. So she did talk about her journey with Toastmasters and everything. But I think she, as we're hi, Carol, you should pop in. But I think that she does have a little bit more insight. She was talking, and when Paul was on, about some things as well. So some things that can help us get potential Toastmasters members, and that's what we're trying to do. So what else? What else is going to happen on contest season?
Well, let's see. When I was division governor, I put on a contest with all of the areas that were in my area. I had 6 areas, which is unusual because most of them is 4. And we had food, and we had, I think we rented the, what was the golf course? Wild Horse Golf Course.
Mm-hmm.
And had a banquet and all of that there for the division contest. Yeah, it was awesome.
So that's kind of like I'm going to be division director. I think I'm going to be division director. I don't know if that's an elected position, but that's kind of like a end of the year, end of the season for your division.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, I had, well, like I said, and when I was division, I had 6 clubs, so
yeah,
it was a lot of clubs. So there were like 300 people at it. It was more like a district convention, but yeah.
Wow. That's when you can get 300 people to attend an event. So, and I know one of the things I think I'm really excited about being on live is I read today about the virus really settling down. And so I think that it's just going to have a lot of energy because of the fact that everybody's feeling healthy and maybe not as so afraid. So, and it'll be nice to see our fellow Toastmasters again, besides on a screen. Even our Utah, and I'm sorry, I can't make the Utah one, but I would have definitely driven out there. But my division, my area, which not my area, but the area that I'm helping for my office will be that day as well. So make sure of those of you who are watching who are in the St. George area, when you see the information that you also attend the Utah, or if anybody who's not going to area A, make sure that you go and support our fellow Toastmasters in Utah. It's a nice drive. Let's go out there and see who we're competing, who's going to be our competition for the division.
it would be great to have the area and the division directors come on as guests of the show too to talk about their contest coming up.
You know what? That's a great challenge. I think that maybe I can make that happen. Or Gene Williams should make that happen.
I'll ask her to give us a hand with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because that is going to be really important to for them to promote it and why. And of course it's a little minimal fee to attend as well. Most of the clubs, I'm not sure if all of the clubs are charging $5 for a nominal fee to come in and support. Sometimes you have to pay for the food or the room, and $5 is just a start to help that cause. So super excited. Were you going to say something else?
Uh, Nothing's on the top of my head, so that's usually where I find what's going to be next coming out of my mouth. I'm just happy to be here with you, Jennifer. I'll tell you that. It's a treat for me. You're so bubbly and vivacious.
Oh, I thank you. Well, it's definitely one of the things that we do learn about Toastmasters. It's definitely, you do have to not put on, but do a show because of the fact that it is early in the morning. So you can't come on being solemn as much as you want to be because it's really early. But yeah, you just have to have that energy. And especially, and I love saying, our little grammarian is marking me right now, but you have that energy, and then that's contagious. And that is one of the big things about Toastmasters, and why I am excited about the contest season is because of the fact that it will be very, very contagious of the energy, the laughter, the camaraderie, the just hanging out with people. And that's one of the things I was going to say about the contest season. When I first came, I didn't realize how many people would be in the audience when I first did mine. I think was it my second year? So it must have been my second year that Peter Swan asked me, said, "Oh, you should do it," or the club encouraged me, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into. And even the MC was like, "Okay, so you were voluntold." So that means now looking back at it, I was definitely out of my league to perform because of everybody else that was there had a great story. I was doing the tall tales, and I thought my tall tale was amazing. It was pretty cool, but it still wasn't as good as everybody else. So, live and learn. But I do encourage, not do not, I do encourage those who are new Toastmasters definitely to join in on your international. If you haven't made a decision yet, I know clubs are practicing, but if you still are one of those clubs who are waiting to the very end to submit somebody or send somebody, jump in. The only thing that you will do is learn about yourself, number one, about how you can do something that you're terrified of doing. And number two, you're going to have some fun doing it because it is definitely fun. You're up there. I'm definitely on stage, like Darren LaCroix, when he says stage time, I am that one that will want to be on stage and have that 10 minutes of fame because, it's just fun. Showcasing your craft and your skill.
Yeah, I put on a workshop with Darren and Scott. Scott, I don't want to say Peterson, but I think it was Scott Peterson. Scott.
Thought it was with a B, but
yeah. Anyway, Scott, and then Carolyn Pelletier. She came in third place that year, and we put on a workshop for how to do the international speech contest. And it was a lot of fun.
And one of the things about being international speaker, it's kind of like the TED Talk once you get to that certain level of getting ready to be with Toastmasters International, there's a whole team that's going to support you, to give you that guidance and to tweak your club story that you started off on your club to when you're on the stage is a total, from what I understand, because this is what I hear, that it's a totally different story from when you started in February talking about your story to when you're on stage with Toastmasters International. So you have a team that is going to help you polish your speech, show you where to walk, why you pause, why you smile. So it's very interesting to see from the beginning of your club to the very end of how you do your presentations. And that may be the next world champion of public speaking. Would love to have them on our Wake Up with Toastmasters. But the next winner of world champion of public speaking, I would love for us to see their club speech to their winning speech. That would be something, the stage from the beginning to the end, and see how much it has changed, right?
That's
But
good.
I am excited to, if anybody is also competing, would also want to come in on the show to talk about why they're doing it, what are their nerves, or even after their speech, what do they feel about it? So if anybody wants to join in on that, and of course I will be the roving reporter live, and maybe Jean Dunford or Ken and Phyllis will also join in and asking, hey, what did you feel? How did you feel? And then we'll just take a little moment of that so that you, the audience, Facebook world, potential members, and those who are around the world watching this will also see what it's like to perform, present, and hopefully win. So I am so excited that maybe we can have one of our fellow Toastmasters from District D115 to be up on the stage. Do you have anything else to say, Jean Dunford?
What was it? Was it last year that we had the person come in third place on the stage?
We had Maureen.
Yeah,
Zapata.
Maureen.
Yeah. And do we have Maureen or did we have Vince?
I don't remember. I think Maureen was on the stage as third place. Maybe that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, we will, if any of our Toastmasters world champion of public speaking gurus out there, if you want to put that in the comments. But I think it's one of our international, actually, fellow Toastmasters that actually came in maybe second. I don't think it was Maureen, but I think his name was Vince or close to it. But I know Nadia knows, and maybe we should keep that in our little Rolodex. Rolodex, I said something. It's very antique. I said correction tape yesterday to one of my, I don't even know what, Jen Wires. Yesterday, I go, can I have the correction tape? She goes, what's a correction tape? And I'm like, whiteout? I don't.
That's a big problem for me. Is all the whiteout on my computer screen. It makes it hard to see through.
Anyway, so we will have to put that in our notes on who has made it towards the world champion in what place, and we will make sure we are correct on that information. So there's a couple of things that we need. We need those who are going to compete. We need the area directors and the division directors to talk about when their meetings are or their contests are, and how excited they are to generate those, guests. Sorry. And what else? We need Carol and Paul to also put on the calendar. when they would like to come join us.
Yep.
And we also would like, and I'm sure Ken will talk about this tomorrow, anybody who is currently in district leadership to talk about in the area. I guess when we get the area and division, we can also talk about their run with as district director.
Sure.
Division director and area directors. So we encourage you to do this. Maybe we should, you know what, Jean, as I'm thinking of this out loud, is maybe for those who do show up as guests, maybe we should have a little incentive for them.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I don't know. Maybe if you guys have those little boxes that you got early on, with a gavel pencil or
Yep, I think we have a few trinkets we could hand out to guests.
yeah, so maybe we should bribe those area directors and division directors with trinkets or something, or a certificate or some kind of acknowledgement, maybe on Wake Up with Toastmasters besides the videos, but hey, they showed up and they did their part of promoting, because
I like it.
This is all about promoting to be able to get members. And again, division and area directors, what do you want? It's the mission to grow clubs. So if you want to grow your clubs, maybe this is a way to help. It's free advertising for your area and for your clubs. So
the same can be said for the clubs. The clubs can advertise on here when their contest is going to be and have people come and see their club contest.
Yeah.
See it from the beginning.
Yeah. So, and then you can follow your favorite speaker and see if they make it to the stage.
Everybody needs cheerleaders.
Yeah. So that's a great word. So anybody who wants to cheer on your fellow members, fellow area members, fellow division members, and then our district members, let's be cheerleaders for each other and promote every which way, because we are up and down, clubs, directors, division, areas. We're all over the place, and we need the support, and we need that energy, and that energy will promote camaraderie and synergy, and people want to be a part of it. So definitely, if you want to join us, let us know, and we'll put you on the calendar.
Right.
On that note, I hope that we were sufficient in talking about why contests is exciting.
At least they got out why they're fun.
Yeah, and
Somehow or other, I've lost your connection. You froze there, Miss Jennifer. It has been a pleasure being on Wake Up with Toastmasters with you, Jennifer. And I have enjoyed our communication. I hope other people have. And Carol, thank you for your comment on cheerleaders. You are an excellent cheerleader, and I look forward to seeing you again. And with that, I will end the show. Thank you all for coming.
oh, you're still there.
Yep, hang on just a second here. I'll end the show and then we can talk. All right. If I can do that, figure out which. Goodbye, everybody. All right. And find out where you are here. You froze up. Yep. Yep. Well, maybe. I don't know. One of us froze up. I think I'm still on live. Hang on one second. Don't go anywhere. No. Well, I'm going to shut down my computer and hopefully that'll stop it all. Maybe it was me.